Hey, it's Chris here from Food and Drink Stories. I hope you're well. It is rapidly approaching Christmas, so I thought I would have some fun and create some festive cocktails at the amazing bar here at South Lodge Hotel. Let's get into it. I've dubbed my first drink an old-fashioned Christmas pudding. It's a bit of a Christmas twist on the old-fashioned. This time I'm going to use spiced rum. I use Dead Man's Fingers, which is a great Cornish spiced rum. I've got bags of different flavours. I used it also in my video, 5 top cocktail making tips, so do check it out. I'm just going to add a double measure to a mixing glass full of ice, and then add 25 ml of my homemade festive syrup, which again is quite easy to make. I've just used like a muslin cloth type material. I have put in a load of different Christmas spices, some orange as well. I've added a cup of sugar, a cup of water, and then I've just basically dissolve the sugar and let it sit with the spices in there for a good few hours, and then I've just bottled it ready to use. You can obviously make it much bigger batches if you plan to make a lot of different cocktails. I actually use the same syrup in the next drink as well, so which is quite handy, but you can also buy equivalent syrups quite easily online. On the side of the syrup, I'm just going to do 3 big dashes of orange bitters. Now, Angostura bitters are obviously really popular. I really like them. I use them in loads of different drinks, but there's loads of other different flavours as well, which I think just offer something slightly different. In this recipe I'm using orange bitters, but there's loads to try. I'm then going to stir them all down. Because it's spiced rum instead of whiskey, you don't need to stir it loads, but just stir it down, cool it, mix it together, dilute it, and once it's ready, I'm going to pour it over my garnish really, which is an ice ball that I have frozen sort of brandy soaked dried fruit into the ice, so just offer something a bit different. When the ice melts, you get a really nice sort of mouthful of sort of boozy fruit in there as well. And then just to finish it off, I'm going to add a slice of dehydrated orange. My second drink I have dubbed the Shakes-pear. The only reason it's called that is it's got pear in it. Pear juice is quite a good one. I really like it. It's quite hard to get hold of, but easy enough when you look online. I'm going to use a double measure of Tanqueray. For me, it's just a great sort of go-to gin, especially for cocktail making. There's not any sort of overbearing flavours, it's just really smooth and well-rounded. I'm then going to add about 20 millilitres of pear juice, as well as 10 millilitres of fresh lemon juice and 10 millilitres of my Christmas syrup. And also as well some pasteurised egg white. Now you can just use, if you're making this at home, you can just use egg white, but it is safe to use pasteurised egg white. You can get these cartons of the Happy Egg Company at most supermarkets, which is an easy way of doing it. Shake all the ingredients together over a load of ice before straining it back into the other side of the shaker, and then dry shaking it. This bit's optional, but dry shaking it basically gets more air through the mix and creates a nice foam, and then I'm just literally going to pour it straight into a coupe glass and top it off with some cinnamon as well. My final drink is by far the easiest of the 3. I don't know why I've never made this before. Maybe it's not that great, but I really enjoyed it when I made it. It's just 2 ingredients and a simple name to go with a simple drink. Of course, it's a Lemon Spritz, and it is literally a double measure of limoncello, and simply top it up with Prosecco, and then add a twirl of lemon just at the end, just to finish it off. And that is it. 3 really simple Christmas cocktail recipe ideas. Let me know how you get on in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next video.